Fox this Wednesday night, the cops may be monitoring your cell phone, keeping tabs on who you call, tracking your every move, without your knowledge, and most importantly, without a warrant. Documents just released indicate police departments across the country do track cell phones without bothering to get any permission from a court.
In a town in North Carolina, we came across an instance where law enforcement engaged in GPS tracking, not just of the phone of one individual who is suspected of a crime, but of every person who had called that phone. So that means that if someone suspected of a crime called a pizza delivery guy, that guy's also getting tracked.
Well, the chief of one police department responded to this tracking controversy, and in a statement reads in part, "We had only used cell phone data to try and locate reported missing persons during active cases where there were concerns for the missing person's welfare." So the argument from police is that tracking cell phones without warrants can indeed save lives. And the ACLU argues it violates your rights. Trace Gallagher on Fox Top Story, live at our West Coast News Hub. Do we know how widespread this is? How many police departments are actually doing this?
Well, it turns out, Shep, it's very widespread. I mean, just take a look at some of these numbers. The ACLU requested the records from 381 police departments in 32 states. 200 of those departments complied and turned over the information. And of those 200, 95% track cell phones without warrants. Now, the cell phone carriers are supposed to also have warrants before they turn over the information, but the ACLU says they're making money on the deal, saying, quote, "The practice is so common that cell phone companies have manuals for police explaining what data the companies store, how much they charge police to access that data, and what officers need to do to get it." Here's Judge Andrew Napolitano.
The principle is the same no matter what the police are seeking to invade, whether it's your medical records, your legal records, your banking records, your cell phone records, or your computer records. If the government wants it, it needs a search warrant. If it gets it without a search warrant, it has committed a crime in the act of getting it.
Right now, the laws on this vary from state to state, but there is a bill in Congress that would make getting a warrant to track a cell phone the law of the land. Shep.
Of course, a lot of police departments are saying, look, this is about public safety.
And in fact, for a lot of police departments, this has become a routine tool. Remember, they're not listening into your cell phone conversations. They're tracking the location of your cell phone. And the police department said they only do it if they need to solve a crime, or as you were saying, if they believe somebody is in danger and they need to find him. Now, former LAPD detective Mark Furman says not getting a warrant can jeopardize the entire case. He calls it lazy police work. Listen.
A cell phone warrant, it usually took me about 15 minutes. Once you've written one, you've written all of them. The probable cause is pretty easy because the bar isn't that high.
Yeah, the report also shows, by the way, that departments in Wichita, Kansas, in Lexington, Kentucky, and in Hawaii had no problems getting warrants to track cell phones, which the ACLU says it proves that it's doable. Shep.
Trace Gallagher, live in Los Angeles.